Hey, I'm John, and I serve as the executive pastor here at First NB Church. And I want to remind you, first of all, to make sure that you set your clocks ahead this coming Saturday night, and then join us on Sunday morning as we wrap up the series, Real. We're going to be looking at answering two very vital and important questions. The first one is this: what does it look like to live a life that is growing in compassion for the poor? You know, if we were to drive around various portions of the Wichita area, it would not be difficult to find people who are hurting and struggling. In one particular school, public school here in Wichita, 98% of all of the students that go to that school either receive a free lunch or a reduced fee lunch. It is that bad in that community. In fact, right there in that area, the average income for a family of 5 is only $800 a month. Scripture tells us a lot about how to help the poor and encouraging them and blessing them and loving on them. There's over 171 passages that address the word poor. We're going to look at several of those passages this Sunday very fast as we try to understand more of what God is telling us about caring for the poor. We're also going to have 5 local First NB partners who are in this community actively engaging in that on a daily basis. So I hope that you will take some time and come early or stick around a little bit late after the service and connect with some of those groups and find out more about how you could personally get involved in helping out in that arena. Well, there's another key question that we're going to be looking at this Sunday, and that is, what does it look like for us to develop a heart and a compassion for those who do not know Jesus, those who have yet to cross the line of faith and trust in Him? You know, for so many of us, we know that we ought to be sharing our faith. We know that we ought to be talking to our friends, our neighbors, our coworkers, our classmates about Jesus. But something just kind of gets stuck from the I know I ought to I want to. And so many times when pastors preach a sermon on sharing your faith, it leaves us walking away with heaps of contempt and guilt because we're not doing that. Well, this coming Sunday, I don't want to do that for you, because I want us together to be able to think through some of what it means to develop a heart that is compassionate for the lost. Because if we do that, then how we do it will fall together. And so I hope that you'll join us this Sunday as we look at those 2 key questions and ask God to be developing that compassion within us. I'll see you Sunday.